Episode 1254 of the Multifamily Collective. Tonight I want to talk about critical thought and how I believe in my heart of hearts that this skill is escaping a lot of us. My experience today, I went to Xfinity by Comcast to pick up a modem. By the way, it's a crazy long story, but Reader's Digest version. I sign up for service. UPS is supposed to deliver the modem. They send me a note that they can't deliver to my neighborhood, which is right in the middle of a major metropolitan. Even though it's suburban, it's just like UPS definitely should visit this neighborhood. And anyway, I go to the store today. I sit down with the gentleman and I say, "Hey, UPS can't deliver the modem. I'd like to pick one up here. I made a call last night to your online or your customer service department, and they said just go to the store versus waiting on UPS because it looks like they're not going to be delivering to your neighborhood." So I sit down with the gentleman, and he gets to a point in the computer system where he can't get past this certain screen because it requires a code, or at least what he's telling me is it requires a code or requires something for some sort of credentialing that he doesn't have. And he sort of looks at me and throws his hands in the air and shrugs his shoulders and says, I don't know what to do. You're going to have to go call somebody. And I said, I don't think so. I think I have to believe in my heart of hearts that you have an internal customer service line where if you're a frontline service provider and you can't get past something, you have two options. At least in my head, you have two options. You can go to the manager of the store. You can ask somebody in the store who potentially has seen this problem before, or you can get on your internal customer service line and solve this concern. And not to be a jerk, and I didn't come across this way, but I can't leave here until I know that this issue is solved and I have a modem in my hand. I'm not one, at least on this occasion, I was not one of those customers that was unreasonable. But he paused for a second, and all of a sudden, Matt, I only know his name because the gentleman said, "Hey, Matt, I've got this issue." So Matt walks over and says, "Oh yeah, just reboot the app you're using, reboot, close it down in the computer and bring it back up." 25 seconds later, we're moving past the screen that he couldn't get past, and within, let's say, 2 minutes, we're signed up and I'm walking out the door. Maybe it's 5 minutes with a modem in my hand. But the skill of critically thinking through that moment, in lieu of saying to me, "I'm sorry, you're going to have to go back home and call customer service," kind of taking it a step further, like, how can I solve this problem? What is the next step here? What would be the logical next step? Is it, if it's not in my tool belt, who do I need to talk to get it moving forward? Or who do I need to call on the phone to move the process forward, as opposed to putting it back on the customer to go do their thing? And I think that this comes down to critical thinking, or at least it does in my head. Maybe it's other sort of themes or thematics, but customer service is, or critical thinking rather, is a skill that I don't know that we do a great job in the traditional educational system of teaching people how to think, how to question, how to go deep, how to peel the layers of the onion back, how to think logically or in a linear type way. Even if you're a creative thinker, you can employ logic, right, along the way, I think. So my encouragement to you today in your multifamily business, in your business in general, is to teach critical thinking or creative thinking, all under the premise that your consumer expects to have solutions to their concerns. They don't want to be sent back home to pick up the phone to call somebody in customer service, or they don't want to be forced to call customer service for Xfinity in the Xfinity store. You want somebody in the store to actually take care of their concerns. So, and my encouragement to you is teach people the art of critical thinking, the art of creative thinking. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.